Okay, we're starting here on activity number 14. One of the key points to number 14 is to create and format a line chart. And we're also going to be keying some stuff in on this one. You'll notice on activity 14 that I didn't actually give you anything keyed in yet. There's not a whole lot to key in on this one to tell you. And so it makes a really good one for having you guys actually do that part yourselves. So I'm going to zoom in over here on my screen so I can actually see what I'm doing, fit width. Okay, so let's go ahead and put, now one thing on this one, it has you using a text box. Text boxes don't work very well in Google Tools. I'll show it to you what we're going to do there, but it doesn't work well. So excellent adventures. I'm on the wrong screen. That would help. Come on. And I need to adjust the column width again. That was annoying. So view, zoom, fit width, roll that up where I can actually see what I'm doing, but this time actually be there. So I hit enter a few times to move down. I'm now going to hit the caps lock key because we got a couple of lines that are capitalized, division requested. Key. There we go. Okay, somehow I wound up in the wrong cell. I use the arrow key. Enter key. Contact person. Enter, enter, until I'm down at row 8. Good. Caps lock off. Oop, that's how it happened. When I hit the caps lock key, I was also tapping the tab key. Okay, approved by. Number. Okay, now I'm just going to come down here to row 17 or 16, description. Again, this is going to be caps lock. Now I'm going to press the tab key to move myself over to column E. And you can see that I'm not clicking because quite honestly, it's kind of hard to get all this stuff lined up when you're clicking. Item number. Tab, that was the tab key. UTY for quantity. Tab price. I'm just pressing the tab key to go side to side if you're wondering what I'm doing. Y slash in tab rate tab amount and price. Now just going to use the arrow keys to get myself over to here. Unit tab discounted discount discount word discount there. Yep. Okay. Total. Okay, now I'm going to come over here to unit because I know what that's. I'm just holding the up arrow key if you want to know what I'm doing to 1 and want to check to make sure that I turn caps lock off now. Purchase requisition. You guys can see I'm a crummy typist. Possible vendors, caps. Vendors, VENDORS. Yep, spelled it right. Then caps off. One. And we'll just let me autofill. I'll know in a second. Yep, good. Okay, let's see. Now down here, unit price. I'm going to go down to row number 27. You notice the gray moving over there when we're doing this? Caps, subtotal. Shipping charges. Total. Good. And now I'm going to go down one more row and all the way over and caps off. These are very, very common forms at a lot of places of business, okay? And it's simply the process of ordering things. You wind up using a form that's going to look a whole lot like this, okay? And we even use them here. And I do see DIVISION. I have no idea where that J came from. I probably fat fingered it. Okay, now let's go and look at the directions a little bit closer. So now we've got all that stuff keyed in. Okay, so they give us a bunch of column widths here. I want you to be aware that those column widths that they give in the book here are intended for use with Excel. Because of what we're using, everything's going to be just a little bit off. Okay. So insert text box over cells A1, A10 to D15. So here's where it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to insert a text box. We're going to come up here to insert image. Is that what? Image over. So let's go ahead and select those. What did it say? D16? D15. Okay, so insert image over cells. Nope, cancel. Insert, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that is what I thought. So it's not going to drawing. Now, one of our options here is text box, right there. And come over here. I clicked on the T over here within a box, and you see it says text box. And I can go ahead and draw that box. And I'm going to type in that box. What am I typing in that box? Justification for purchase. Okay. When that happens, you saw what happened there. That seems to happen now and then. Just draw the text box again. Okay. That's basically a way of saying, why do you need this thing? Save and close. Good. And now we've got our box right here. Now I can now move the hand over it and move that to where I want it. Again, it quite simply, Google doesn't handle text boxes as well as they should be. Okay, next, key in the remaining information. Select cells A1 and G1 and format to italic 14 point. A1, hold the control key down if you're left hand. Select G1. And now we're going to format that as italic. And I believe they just said 14 point. We're going to widen this up a bit to there, just as a comment. This one we're not going to widen up very much. Okay. So, that still works. Okay. Next, what is our next step? Select cells B3 through C4 and apply a light gray shade. B3 through C4. And we're going to go ahead and make this a light gray. We're going to use the paint bucket here, and we're just going to go with a light gray. Okay, indicating that's where you type things in. You've noticed that on some of the stuff I do, I've had you guys do that, shade certain cells to indicate where you're going to actually be expected to type. Gray is not the best color, but it works. Okay, allow for automatic entry of date. Enter the cell in B5. And we're simply going to go ahead and put in equals today, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, enter. Now, every time you open this, if you open this on a different day, you're going to see this set to that day. So this will be set to whatever day it's open. There are issues of why that's not ideal. We're not getting into that. They want you to see the today function, which stamps in today's date. Okay, good. Select cells G15 through K16 and right align the text. Okay. So we're going to come over here, G15 to K, and right align. Okay, we'll do it. And right align the text. It does make sense because we're going to have money here. And as I've said, money is always right aligned. And it makes sense to have the text right over the money to actually be aligned in the same way. Okay, right align. Select cells A17 through D17 and merge. Okay, so let's come over here and merge. Okay, now It's going to tell us to do something else right there. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and having done this merge, we're going to come down here all the way down to 26. Okay. So Format Painter, Format Painter, Format Painter. Notice what I did there. Format Painter, just want to make sure you're clear on this, that we can actually do this to more than one row at a time. Okay. So there we go. Now so you can see what we've done is given them more places, more space to type a description of whatever this item is. Okay, Format Painter, select cells A6, A17 to K26 and apply all borders. A17 to HIJK on K26, and we're going to apply all borders. Okay, good. Well, kind of ugly. Okay. Okay. And K27 to K31. Okay. So we're going to come over here, K27 to K31, and we're also going to apply all borders. Okay, good. That makes sense. Okay, next. Select cells G17 to G26. Okay, so let's get this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. G17 to G26 and J17 to K31. So again, I'm going to hold the control key down with my left hand. J17 to K. Is that what it said? J17 to. Okay. And we're going to format this as accounting. So format, number, come down here to accounting. Accounting is slightly different. You can see the parenthesis here. It puts parenthesis or brackets around negative numbers. It also shows the dollar sign in a different location. Okay, just so you're aware. And you're going to see that in a few minutes when we start putting things in. Okay. With 2 decimal places, that's the default to calculate subtotal. So now they want us to put in the formulas. Again, and the reason they're having us do this now is they want to emphasize that you can apply a formula to cells that don't have anything in them yet. Equals, open parenthesis, and I'll just tell you they want us to select these right here. And enter. Good. Come down to the next one. Shipping charges is not relevant, isn't what we're doing there. And now we're going to equals this plus this. Enter. Okay. Okay. Select cells A31 through F31. And that's where we've got this right here. A31 through F31. Good. And they want us to apply a thick bottom border. Border tool, bottom, border style. Okay. Okay, that is it. Okay, so we've got this one done. Go ahead and save it and turn it in, and we'll be using this in our next lesson.